one thing I want to say about my intros. I hope you've been looking good, feeling good, smelling good. Somebody is under the impression that I do not mean that. No, I hope that everyone else out there in the world is, looking good, feeling good, smelling good, eating good, drinking good, thinking good thoughts, having a good time, sharing good energy with good people in good places, doing good things. Now, here's the thing, the real thing. I got a download, and oh, I got a download about, it was like there's this blackmail situation between these karmic energies, right? Where it's a feminine energy blackmailing another a masculine energy, and wow. The download that I got is that like what she got on tape is it's like it is what she's gonna like. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, what I'm understanding is that this person was, whoever this feminine energy, the feminine karmic, was adamant about being able to kind of like, she just had strong faith that she would be able to communicate or like be more creative than the competition, and and this is in a physical way, right? So, which this person was right. I get they explored a lot, right? Because one of the individuals in this has an addiction, a sexual addiction, right? So this person was like adamant. This person, this feminine energy was in this energy, adamant that they could, be more creative and, couldn't nobody outdo them in the bedroom and this and that and the other. And this person, whoever this was down. Ooh, this is the age of enlightenment, it's truth and discernment, right? What we're gonna see is that it's poison, okay? Oh my gosh, this is too funny. I wasn't even trying to use those cards, but anyway, this person felt like they could do whatever, right? And this person, because they had an addiction, a sexual addiction, it kept them in this energy of like, no matter, how many wands they had here, they were always kind of in search of this, that new high, right? So not only was this person able to, um, get creative by like doing different, drugs with this person, get really high, trying different stuff, to try to gaslight this person into, doing more and trying different stuff. And this person was good with it. Like there's the receipt, the return receipt. They were good with it. They were willing to take this chance, right? And try different stuff, right? Because that's what they were all about. So they got involved with a transvestite, someone who's transsexual. That's what this Knight of Cups is. So this person went ahead, motioned towards, or this, had somebody get into this energy with them, like this romantic, charming energy. But this person is a transsexual. So they introduced a transsexual man into the bedroom to try things because this person had already been exploring stuff. Yeah. And this person was unaware of like the fact that like this person was deceitful too. Maybe even that their person was like setting them up in some way. Like, look, the browsing history, like maybe they're finding and figuring that out now. Like that their person was the conflict, the feminine energy, and the seven of wands. Yes, see? And they would introduce all types of, stuff to get this person high and like do different stuff. So what resulted most recently, or what this person has on tape, what this person has on tape at this time, this person, the feminine energy was not involved in the activity, right? It was just the two, the transvestite and then the this confused person, that's what we're gonna call them. And I guess they had given them some credit, or like was like willing to like get down with them or something like that, because they had helped them like get some credit in like some way, shape, or form, or like get some money or help with like some type of setup, or I don't know. But this is what let that, they are messing with my throat chakra because my throat has been fine. This is what this is what caused this masculine energy, this karmic masculine energy, to let his guard down. And when he let his guard down, they got high, right? Ooh. They got high. They got high on something, like it's something bad for you that will keep you like you hard or something like that. So they use something like, you know, I don't know, what are they called, honey packs or whatever, to kind of get this person to stay up, right? That was how they, you know, helped to get that energy going. Yeah, this person was even maybe telling them something about like, I don't know. Um, it's something to do with like the reason the feminine was saying that she didn't want to be on camera in this night or whatever this time that this happened, that she recorded everything, was because she felt like, oh, well, no, you know, my body, this and that and the other. Like this feminine had some type of like body image issue. So she, or at least that's what she claimed. And so they proceeded on. What I know though, I don't know how it's going to come out in these cards. Spirit saying get a different deck. Yeah, somebody's anxious about this information coming out. Okay, there it is. It wasn't the stinky hole. This person, this masculine energy, the one that has the sexual addiction, he gave fellatio to the tranny. It wasn't the stinky package. He didn't go for the stinky package this time. He went face to wand on this person. Yeah, yeah. Oh my gosh. Whoever this is, whomever this feminine energy is, whoever this is that this person got themselves caught up with, that was with the shits, they're now seeing this person as a menace, because whoever this is threatening this person. Like, I'm gonna show everybody this video, and this is something this person hasn't told anybody. This is something somebody like, wow. I mean, I guess who goes and runs around and goes, oh yeah, so I had a, you know, same-sex experience last night. Like, yeah, no. So that's what's they don't want this to come out. That's what's got this person coughed up too, maybe. Like, that's what's got them maybe smoking a bunch, is because they know that this stinky package, like the fact that they you can't, it's like it's on tape, yo. You can't deny it. Maybe this is somebody who, like, this is a feminine energy that has a lot of kids or something that this person is involved with. Yeah, now that's maybe concerning them too. Oh, wow. Okay, let's see. What else can we find out from here? Yeah, this person didn't realize, like, this person was with the okay, like, whatever this transsexual energy was with, was because of money. I'm telling you, it was kind of like they were supplying everything. They was supplying the location. They were supplying, you know, the drinks, the drugs, everything, the rock and roll. They were supplying it all. And that's how they got him to get a pickle in his face. Oh, and now this person is like, because they don't want people to see them like this. Like, they want to put all these wands behind him. And it's like, no, essentially that's going to open them up, and they know that they went for the experience, right? They went for the experience. She was just sitting back there watching the whole time. This is wild. So that's maybe what they don't want anybody to learn about them, is that they went that way. Yep. It's the King of Wands in reverse. They didn't want anybody to know that they went that way, like that they went that far, is what I'm understanding. Like, it's one thing to be a top, but then it's another one to be a bottom, and then it's a third thing to just be giving out fellatio. Wow, to the homie. That's why this person knows that they'll like never receive justice. Like, they know that they're like too rancid. Like, I'm getting like a real rancid energy too. And this person wanted to come back towards, you know, pure-hearted, clean energies and give them a disease, because that's what I feel like has happened. Like, the reason why this person can't go anywhere, as well as like all of this blackmail and all this other stuff, is, or they feel as though that they know they can't come towards you though. So that's the reason why they feel stuck. But the reason why they feel even more stuck is because they know they have something. They know they contracted something here. Yeah. And that's really why they know they don't have any options, is because they know that like you wouldn't even bother with them. Like you're too busy in this victorious energy. You're too busy, enjoying life, having this triumph and acclaim, and being, standing proud of yourself is what I'm understanding. Yeah, for all your hard work and everything. And, granted, this may have been something that you endured with this person during their relationship, whether you knew it or not, but you knew that it was a losing game, and that's why you took precautions never to go back that way. It's weird because I feel like some people don't realize when they're being let go. Like, just a word to the wise guys. If she starts puts you in a group text with some other guy friends, yeah, that's a definite sign like that she doesn't want you. Because I feel like a lot of clingy energy, and it's kind of like this whole chasing the high, because of their own physical and sexual abuse or whatever. Yeah, limitation disease. I told you, this person, poison death. I'm telling you, that's this person's karma. That's what this person is attached to. That's what this person is enduring right now. That's the secret that they didn't want to get out. Everything else they spoke of. Yep. Everything else they spoke of, and they felt like they could come back from in some way, shape, or form. But they felt like, okay, well, even if I can't come back from, XYZ with XYZ person or XYZ people, whomever they, backstab or got caught up and stuff, because I'm getting like, they got a lot of people caught up with them as well. A lot of people in their family, yeah, that are now like holding back from them. And I feel like this exposure hasn't even come yet. It's just people finding out who this person really was, like that this person had a sexual addiction, that this person had, all these difficulties, with themselves. But now to know about this, I don't know, it feels like this is like even a bigger win over the circumstances for whomever has left this type of energy behind. It's like to know that this person, whether you know it or not, like I feel like this is energy that like you don't care, but I think there's this energy of like people being nosy. So since people were being nosy, it's like all the tea is spilling, everything that they've done all the way through and through. That's just what I understand. So, and you guys know these cards have all kinds of different stuff on it. So for it to have that limitation and disease, yeah, that may even come up in your dream of like knowing that, and helps you to balance out your own emotions. I don't know. But yeah, there's like, yeah. See, that's why I shut everything down a long time ago. And it's important, and that's why I don't understand why people feel like it's not important. It doesn't, it's not important to like shut your shop down and just be by yourself until you're emotionally ready, and find someone who's equally emotionally ready. But I feel like all the healing does need to take place. Like I wanted to believe that previously until I did all the work, and then now having done the work, it's like, oh wow, this is a different joy, this is a different fulfillment. So maybe that's also what's like messing this person up, is because it's like they don't have joy and fulfillment in their life. They kept chasing something that wasn't real. But I mean, because even after all of these experiences, they still feel lost. They still feel, like they don't have anything themselves, right? Six of Pentacles is like having and not. You see all these hands reaching up. They don't feel like they have any help from above, especially I'm getting whomever is involved with this person. Yeah, they're all, severely burdened, but I feel like this is the one thing that, like, for whatever reason, this person didn't want that to be out there about them. But I feel like whomever this, like, fake emperor energy is, it may just be because they have children, but whomever that is, they didn't want this to come out. But it's kind of like, well, what difference does it make? You know what I mean? Everybody already was aware of, wow, the fact that like they were stuck, and they basically like they were already caught in the act. Like I said, when someone lets you go and they're putting you in a group text with, I don't know, like for me personally, I put all my, baby daddies, for lack of better way to say it, like in a group text, because I wasn't dealing with them and their drama. I'm not being bothered with it. And that's what people are seeing. Like, oh no, you've been non-victorious in this situation from the start, is what they're realizing with respect to this Two of Cups, because they're both in reverse. So everybody's realizing like this person maybe even lied and said that they were involved with you. And like, you've been so long gone is what I'm getting. Like that maybe that's also like this illusion that they kept themselves in as well. Wow. That's really what's like the nail in the coffin. I mean, as far as everybody else is concerned, this stuff is like, who cares? You know, that's your own, that's your own business, Diddy. That is your business, buddy. Whatever, you know, floats your boat. I don't feel like anybody cares. I feel like, you know, the collective to all of their exes, you know, and anybody, you know, that's looking at them is like, oh, I wish I could. It's like, no, no, no. Please be happy where you are. Like, I wish you and whomever you're with the best with whatever circumstances. This doesn't sound good, though. This person has got a disease and is like, I don't know. They're still just out there, you know, lost and wandering is what I'm getting. And they don't feel, again, they don't feel fulfilled. This person is sitting here in the Three of Wands, not even enjoying it. Wow. I guess there's that saying like, if a soul mates with too many other souls, they won't be able to mate with you. You know, it's that energy. Like, if you think about it, people that end up for the streets, nobody wants them, right? If you for the streets and that's what you're about, then nobody wants you. Maybe this person wasn't aware of that. Maybe this person, oh, they thought that their magic, they thought that their spell work and their love spells and, you know, whatever it is that they were up to was going to win them some type of, I don't know, wish fulfillment or satisfaction or sensual pleasure. And I'm getting it's kind of like not in my dreams and not in any, not even in my next lifetime would I even, yeah. It's kind of like they know they know they don't have any, they have no business working hard towards coming towards you. Like, they see that there's no new beginning. Like, there's nothing coming for them. So they see that. They know that they lie too much. I don't know, about themselves, about everything, you know, in general is what I'm understanding. Like, just everything out of their mouth was a lie, bold-faced lie at all times. I don't know. It's just the energy I'm feeling right now. Okay. Let's move to this deck and see if there's anything else. So this person ended up giving fellatio. So somebody gave head to a transsexual man, and they didn't want that to come out. So that's what they were hiding. Yep. That's what's got this person like oppressed right now. That's the trauma that they're going through because they didn't want to, you know, admit, you know, I don't know, their own feelings. Yeah, they wanted to be in this cannibal and like, you know, have this human sacrifice. And that's how they are. You know, sex addicts are like that. Yeah, and it comes from a lot of unhealed physical and sexual abuse. Again, like I said, Ray J was sitting there confessing to being, messed with by one of his babysitters, and the women in the room were just oblivious because those aren't really like those aren't people that love him. You know, he surrounded himself with people who don't care, you know, and it's part of the way that they acted or treated you, like by them bad mouthing you and saying this was your energy and you just out here, you know, whatever. That was them making themselves a slave or concubine. Ooh, wow. So essentially this person may just be coming to the realization like their desire within themselves to try to make you a slave or a concubine to them actually made them a slave and a concubine to their own addictions, sexual addiction like that. Yep. And now they're stuck with whomever this feminine energy is. In this possessive love like relationship, like they're not going to be able to get out of this because this is the relationship that they're going to have to remain in order to learn their lesson. So this is going to be the lesson for them. So even if this person was to leave the other person, that person is going to do to them exactly what they did to you, collective. Okay. They're going to trade identities, and you know whatever was dished out is what this other person is about to take. That's what it means by that oppression trauma. Yep, being like that. That you know this person was an easy target and good for maybe these religious organizations or gangs or groups to be a scapegoat, because I feel like this person is getting themselves caught up in a lot of stuff. Yeah, because of that magic returning to them. Because look at the hands. It's like what goes up must come down. Yeah, so that illusion has been broken. Yeah, that anybody had anything to do with any obsessive lovers. Like the karmics are in their own obsessive lover relationships. Yeah, there's nothing to do. Like there's no high priestess energy that would even be involved. So, you know, for people to believe that is absurd at this point. Like that's a betrayal to them, you know. Yeah, to these people. This is that public execution energy. And I guess maybe that's why it comes out in the cards, because these people are supposed to be made, yeah, these people are supposed to be made an example of. Because I'm getting like extraterrestrial, out of body, like a close encounter, like they're supposed to be made an example of. People are supposed to be made aware of the types of energies that reside out here. Yep. It's part of that prophet energy coming out and making sure that things get communicated. Look, so that people can act with truth and discernment. So it's kind of like, and be in the age of enlightenment, right? So it's kind of like if we didn't come out and communicate this, if we haven't been speaking up about these things and so on and so forth, it continues to keep us in this like poisoned energy. It takes a lot of people, or especially feminine energies, away from their mother identity, because they're constantly fighting for a father energy, like an emperor in reverse, to be with them. And I feel like, yeah, that's a lot of the delusion that keeps people stuck in cycles, like people wanting to believe that, like, oh, if you had done this right, oh, if you get your, oh, this person really loved you. And it may actually be that the person felt sorry for that. That's another thing that people mistake too. It's like oftentimes divine feminines are like, oh no, we can be cool, we can be friends, because they feel sorry for the person. They know that they're going somewhere, and they know that this person, is, but again, it's kind of like that energy of like the person that I worked with, and he couldn't get himself together. But there's no, there's no coming back, especially now that it's been spoken about this betrayal. It's a prophet-led, forward movement. Yeah, to make sure that this inheritance that goes to the right beneficiary. That's what people need to know. Like, that's maybe the delusion and the hallucinations that they're working through. They may be trying to do spell work with respect to, so like reconciliation work or reminiscing work, stuff like that. I feel like it's a last straw because it says sacrificial. Yes, it's kind of just like, I don't know, people will cling as grieving is, nobody can tell someone when to stop grieving, right? And this person may just be grieving the life that they thought that they could have. Yeah, that's been burned up. Like, there may even actually be a fire that this person, ooh, dang, it said disaster. So yeah, maybe this person is going to be like liar pants on fire even, or just like their whole life is on fire because of this magic based work that they did, to try to allude as though they were a non-possessive lover, when in reality they were an obsessive, person who kind of liked to hail down negative energy when people didn't want to be, complacent. That's also what I've been hearing a lot, not to compare this person to Diddy so much, but that's also what I'm understanding too, is like people aren't understanding that Cassie stayed around. She didn't have a choice. Even when she left, he made it very clear, allegedly, right? That I'll go blow up somebody's car, right? And so it's like, if these people know that this person is also working in these spiritual realms and they've ruined all these other people's careers and so on and so forth, essentially it's kind of like, this person got themselves caught up in that kind of stuff. That's what I'm seeing. Like, maybe they're seeing the bigger picture now, but that's too late. Oh, look, it's late right there. That's old and dead. Yeah, I don't feel like there's a forced conversion for the collective. It's a forced conversion for them, essentially, to understand like where they played a part in, deceiving themselves. Because people want to say all day long that like, oh, this person was using spell work on me too, and I didn't know that the karmic that female that I was with was doing this. It's like, no. Everybody has to take ownership for their own stuff. Like, you chose to be in that energy. Just like the collective doesn't throw it back on anybody else. They're just like, okay, live and learn, right? Now that we've gotten that part down, there we go. This person is this saboteur, whomever this person is being forced underground. They are being forced underground, yeah, by this cult. There's a lot of psychological and verbal abuse that they may be enduring right now. Yeah, maybe that's something you were witness to and things like that. Yep, there's this forced concern. There it is again, guilty conscious about maybe something that they did with a grandparent, or I don't know, towards a grandparent, or I don't know. Yeah, as a result of their being messed with by the nanny or the neighbor, whoever, the babysitter, whoever. So an older feminine messed with this person, but that's not an excuse. That is just something people use to avoid their taking ownership for all the stuff that they did. It's kind of like, well, yeah, this person did this one thing to you. You went on and carried that saboteur energy towards everybody else that you ever met. That's the sickness of the mind that people are realizing, like, and that's why the beneficiary is the correct true love and androgynous energy that we spoke about so many times, the celestial energy. Yeah, they realize that. They realize that people realize that and they have faith in that too. They also have faith in like divine timing, that they're doing things, and they have faith in the investigation that they completed, is what I'm understanding. Yeah, because it's on the other side of that, like, I don't know, but it's saying like, you know, they know who's the wealthy elite energy here. You know, wow, this mystical energy. So it is what it is, right? Yeah, they're also realizing that somebody involved in this too is suffering from a lot of mental illness and trauma. I mean, these people especially, right? Because they like all this back and forth and drama and mess. Yeah, it's all of this verbal and psychological and verbal abuse. So, what is it? What is it that the cults and the like organizations and like the CIA did already? It's like MD something, like the mind something. So that's what they're experiencing now. So that's what's happening to them right now, is all of those mental things. What is that thing called? Y'all know what I'm talking about. Wow. Maybe that's how people are knowing, like it's because they're seeing them go through this kind of like psychosis. So that's how people are able to discern that, like, oh yeah, these people are going through it. Wow. Yeah. They're being pushed underground, essentially. Wow. Anyway, I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form. Now we know. He sucked a Peter, and that's his shame. I guess he wears here for the world to know about now. You know, that's that completed that cycle and that communication. Yep. To all the friends. Oh wow. Well, it is what it is. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. I hope that this has been helpful and insightful in some way, shape, or form, and I'll catch you on the next one. Later.